Hello, seductresses, and welcome back. Now, when I put out my last few videos, I knew that there were going to be those select few people that were going to question who I am and why I feel I'm qualified to give this kind of information out. Or what qualifies her to give this kind of advice. And if you've ever thought that, well, that's what this video is. So first, let me start by saying hello, everybody. I'm Christina. And you'll also notice that I hit that pause button quite often, and that's because I'm trying to drown out any loud background noise. So like if a car drives past, I try to hit pause so that you guys just don't hear that part. But just a little bit about me, because this is not all about me, but I have a YouTube channel apart from this that I've been helping people manifest things big and small for the past 3 years. And in those 3 years, I have taken many notes. And you want to know the biggest thing that stuck out to me is that the majority of the people that came to me to help with manifesting things were women, and the majority of them wanted love. Okay? So when they succeed and they actually attract love, manifest their significant other, they soon realize that you have to keep it too. So attracting it is one thing, but you need to maintain it as well, and that might be even more hard than attracting it. So this channel is pretty much based off of how to maintain the thing that you have obtained. Strategies that can help you conceal the best in your relationships. I've got about, I'm going to say, 15 years of experience in relationships. So as you can see, this whole channel was cultivated after I have endured all those 15 years of relationship experience. I've also studied psychology. I've had therapists. I've been hypnotized. I know that sounds crazy, right? Let me take a minute to talk about that, okay? So when I was 19, I was going through a really, really rough time, and I was dealing with heartbreak on top of it. So see, I had to experience heartbreak to be able to give you this kind of information, you guys. As I was saying, I was experiencing heartbreak. I was experiencing being a new mother who was a single mother. It's probably the reason why I was heartbroken. So you guys can probably put those two things together. But anyways, I was going to school, which is where I took a lot of the psychology classes. And I mean college, by the way, because I'm a little older. Just a little older, okay? Just a little. And I also had these thinking errors classes. I'll maybe get into that in a later video as to how I ended up with those classes, because if I do that, this video will get really long, and I don't want to do that. So to make a long story short, I had these thinking errors classes twice a week for 4 hours each. So 8 hours a week I was in thinking errors classes, which all thinking errors classes is a psychology class. The teacher up in the front of the room is a psychologist, okay? And he or she teaches you their craft in these thinking errors classes. And then I had a therapist at the end of the week that I would just sit down and talk to and bounce ideas off of and go deep with and pull out root issues, figure out what I was going on a mental level for a whole entire year. Back to the part where I was heartbroken. So on top of that, I decided to go see a hypnotherapist. Not the type of hypnotherapist that pulls you up on stage in front of an audience and gets you with the pendulum and puts you to sleep. No, the real type of hypnotherapist where you are in a one-on-one room, nobody else is allowed in there except for you and your therapist, where you pay a lot of money. She lays you down on a really, really comfortable heated recliner if it's winter, and, not a heated recliner if it's not, if it's summer. I said that to say she gets you really, really comfortable. She makes you, or it could be a guy too. There's guy hypnotherapists. They make you really, really comfortable. They know the anatomy of a human, so they know the things to do to keep you calm, to put you in a certain state of mind. So my mind frame was being altered by a therapist subconsciously, okay, and programmed for success for a year. I had a hypnotherapist for a whole year, but I didn't go to her throughout that whole year. I just had a whole bunch of, what are they called? Consultations and therapy sessions throughout that year. I know you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So at that point, I had about 5 years of relationship experience. I was going to school, taking psychology lessons, what the heck, psychology classes. I had a therapist, and I was taking thinking errors classes, okay? And then the heartbreak was the biggest lesson of all, okay? So the heartbreak taught me more than all of those classes that I took together. So at that point, I was 20 years old, and I had all that knowledge and all that experience and a 5-month-old baby that I had to just take on by myself. I was independent. I had everything of my own. It was just me and my daughter at 20 years old. But with all that independence, all that knowledge, all that stuff that I went through, I realized my self-worth, and I ended up attracting my husband. And now today, me and my husband have been together for the better half of going on 9 years. Okay, so I have a lot of relationship experience to share with you guys, okay? And again, I have another YouTube channel where I help people manifest things bigger than love, okay? Where I help people manifest the life of their dreams, the career of their dreams, the car, the best friend, just I help people manifest, okay? So I am somebody who is qualified to give this kind of information because I'm giving it from a pure place with the awareness that some of you guys are going to think that I'm moralistically not there. Okay, because I'm here to give you guys proven results. I'm not here to tell you guys what you want to hear. I'm going to say this and I'm going to wrap it up. A lot of you guys have the wrong idea of what a relationship is. You want to know how I know you guys have the wrong idea? Because back before that, by the person that I got my heart broken with, I was in 2 relationships. I was in a 5-year relationship before the person who broke my heart. I was in a 5-year relationship with another person that in that 5 years, he broke my heart and I broke his. Okay, so I've been on both sides of the story. But back then, I believed in things moralistically. Like, I believed in, oh, I just want to sail off into the sunset with a husband that I could just lay around with all day and fall deep in love, and we just peer into each other's eyes, and nothing else matters, nobody else matters. Guess what? That's a facade, you guys. Hollywood created that. That's not how real stable relationships with some foundation, that's not how they work, okay? You've been lied to. Messing with me, you'll probably find out that you've been lied to about a lot of things, okay? And I'm here to show you not the way to be in a successful relationship for 9, almost 10 years, but I'm going to teach you how to strategize a real foundation in a relationship. What is a relationship without foundation? Okay, and when I'm talking about foundation, I most definitely am talking about income, finances, because you can be in as much love as you want to. You got the man of your dreams, but when them lights get cut off and you sitting there looking at that grown man like, what we gonna do? And when he says, I don't know, you're gonna lose all respect for him, and it's not gonna be love no more. You're gonna start treating him like the woman, okay? And that's going to result in that relationship failing. Okay, so what's the point of even being in a relationship if it's just going to fail in the end? What's the point of even being in that relationship? How do you prevent yourself from being in a relationship like that? You watch channels like these, okay? So that is the motivation behind the Seductress's love strategy, okay? This channel is here to stay. Yeah, you might see me change. You might see me morph before your very eyes. But this channel, it's here to stay, okay? I have planted my roots here. And this channel is here to stay. On this channel, you are going to learn things that you don't even expect that you're going to learn, okay? So I can't sit here and tell you what this channel is going to teach you. You have to come along for the ride. So that was kind of like an introduction for this channel for me. Again, I'm Christina. I'm going to be your master of ceremony in pretty much all of these videos. So get used to seeing my face. I am the Strategic Seductress, and you are in for a treat. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.